If a woman deliberately brings sexual thoughts in her mind and as a result emits something, does this break her fast and is she sinful for this?
Okay. First question, a man or a woman who fantasize sexual thoughts. Now, scholars have differed. Schools of thought said that he's sinful all the way because he's bringing these thoughts to himself. Other school of thought said, no, we have the principle which is mentioned by the Prophet ﷺ, that Allah has forgiven, has pardoned my ummah for my sake, for whatever intrusive thoughts that they have, as long as they do not talk about it or act upon it. This means that if a person is sitting and he fantasizes, or he thinks of his boss and he says, I wish I can smack him in the face and beat the heck out of him. If he sees a woman that is a gorgeous, beautiful woman crossing the streets and he looks at her, he's sinful for this first gaze. But if thoughts go into his mind and he doesn't talk about it and he doesn't act upon it, he's not sinful for such thoughts, because the Prophet had told us ﷺ that Allah has pardoned our ummah for his sake. Now the question is, what if this person, man or woman, had discharge? We know that there are different types of discharge that come out of a person's private parts. So for a woman, it's either vaginal discharges, which are 24/7 continuous coming, and the most authentic opinion is that this is pure and does not nullify wudu. It takes the same ruling as sweat. It just comes out. There is what is known as urine, and urine breaks your wudu and it's najis. There is also what is known as madhi, prostatic fluid, and this comes whenever someone is in situations of intimacy, flirting, or thinking about sexual thoughts. This madhi or prostatic fluid is emitted. This breaks wudu and it is najis. The other type of discharge is what is known as semen, mani. And this is recognized by coming out in a gushing fashion, not stealthily, not slowly, but it comes out in a gushing fashion, accompanied with a feeling of sensation and lust. And this obligates upon the person who ejaculated it to perform a major ritual ghusl, to uplift his major ritual impurity, known as ghusl. And he would be in the state of janaba until he performs that ghusl. So this depends on what type of discharge a woman gets. But to answer the first question, or the first part of the question, these thoughts, intrusive thoughts, are not sinful. Are they recommended, Sheikh? No, of course not. It's best for you to stop it, because Satan may utilize them not in the near future, but later on, when he starts building scenarios in your head. If I did this, if he did this, if she did that, and then it would make one's evil soul look up to it and say, when would that happen? So this is definitely not a good thing to do. Mert from Germany. Alaykum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
May Allah bless you, Sheikh.
And you?
Sheikh, I have a question regarding marriage. So I live in Germany, and I learned from you that the best way, or a very good way to marry, is to do it with the help of the family. So my mother introduces me to someone, or my mother knows other women, and they talk and they introduce each other. So I also I think personally that's a very good way, but sometimes I think it's not possible. So for example, I see a girl in the school, maybe at work, maybe outside, and I think she's attractive or maybe modest Islamically. And of course, I don't know her father, or I don't know her family, and my mother also doesn't know her family. So it's not possible directly to go to the family. So I thought, and I heard from many people, that you just go to her in a good manner and say, Salam, I have good intentions, that you want to marry someone, or maybe get to know someone, and then you need the number of the father in order to get to know each other. So is this permissible if I don't know her family and if I'm not flirting and just straight to the point that I want the number of the father, Sheikh? May Allah bless you.
Mert, do you have a sister?
Yes, she's 5.
Okay, if she were to be in high school or in university and someone approached her like this, would it be fine with you?
Wallahi, Sheikh, I do what you say.
No, you tell me.
Like, if it's really modest and he just only wants to
How
get
do you
to know
know?
the father.
How do you know? Your sister comes to you and says, Wallah, my brother, a very handsome man, came to me today at school and said to me, you are very beautiful and I want to get married to you, so can I have your father's phone? And I was bashful, I did not respond. What do you think I should say to him tomorrow? What would you say?
So if he says like you're beautiful, of course it will be problematic. But like if you only have good intentions and only want to marry, maybe I would say yes.
How do you know? Yani someone who sees a girl randomly in the uni or at school and he likes how she looks. He doesn't know anything about her being a psycho or being a serial killer or being someone who's mentally sick or someone who involves in haram. He just sees the outer shell and he's fine with it. And he wants to proceed to marry. Of course, this is immature. Nevertheless, let's hypothetically assume this is true. I personally believe that approaching a woman like this is totally unacceptable. You like her? Ya akhi, bring your mom or your sister next day and tell them this is a woman. Let them speak to her and let them get her number or see if she is willing to proceed with this or not, but not you directly talking to her.